Hi, welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be going over my US Beatles albums, what I have so far in my collection. So the first album released in the US was Introducing the Beatles, and as you can see, my cover is not in the best shape. It's written all over. I did get this for $1. And here's the back. So the record inside was in this black label. This is a legit copy. As you can see, the Beatles name is on top of the spindle hole, and the record itself does play very good. It's just that the cover is not in the best shape. Luckily, I did have this cover, and this is when Introducing the Beatles was reissued under VJ. And this is a legit cover since it opens up. The fake ones that are out there, they have it printed on. And I did get the cover by itself for $1. This did not come with the record. And here's the back. So later on, the Beatles moved to Capitol Records, and this album was released, Meet the Beatles. And this is a first mono pressing of it. It's not in the best shape. It's taped all over. It did come with the original inner sleeve. The sleeve is not in the best shape either. It's all taped over, but like I don't really have the inner sleeves for most of them, so at least this one did come with it. That came inside, it's in this Capitol rainbow label, and again, this is an original pressing. Here's another copy of Meet the Beatles. I did pick this up at a garage sale, and this isn't in the best shape. It's taped all over. Like the cover, I don't know what's going on there. Like someone used a marker on the top. Here's the back. And this one is in stereo. The other one I had was mono. And this was released, I believe, in the early 70s. And it was released on the Apple label. Technically the third album released in the US, but the second album released under Capitol was the Beatles' second album. I did get this one for $1. It's not in the best shape, but at least it's better than the Introducing the Beatles one. And this one is in mono. And here's the label. Next album we have is the Beatles' second album, but in stereo. And this one I did pick it up at the same garage sale where I got the stereo with the Beatles. And this is a later pressing. There's a barcode, and it's more laminated. This one was released under purple Capitol label. The next album wasn't released by Capitol, but instead United Artists. And this is a soundtrack for the Beatles movie A Hard Day's Night. This one's in pretty good condition. This one did also come with the inner sleeve. There's a record for it. It is in the United Artists label. So the album released after A Hard Day's Night was something new, and this was again released under Capitol Records, and songs from A Hard Day's Night were released with this album. It's not in the best shape. There's tape and writing on it. And here's the label. It's a rainbow label. Here's something new again, and this is a stereo version. And this one was released in the rainbow label too, but this is a 80s pressing. The next album released under Capitol was the Beatles Story. And this is more of a biography about them. This is a gatefold. Here's the back. I don't know what that is. Yeah, it's taped all over too. It did come with 2 records. So for this one, this is when This was released when records would be stacked on top of each other. So you have 1 and 4, and the other record is 2 and 3. Here's Beatles 65, and this was also owned by Smith. This is in better condition though than Introducing the Beatles. There's writing on it. There's his name again. Yeah. This is a mono pressing. This is an original copy. Here it is in the rainbow label, and there's his name again. The next album is Beatles 6, and the only version I have is a stereo copy. Here's the back of it. Here's the label. Someone's name was written on it. But yeah, this is an original pressing. Next is the early Beatles, and this is basically Introducing the Beatles, released under Capitol. Another thing is that they changed up the track order of it. And yeah, this only have a stereo copy of this one too. And here's the label on it. I wasn't sure if this is original or not. As you can see, the stereo on it is like fatter here, and then on the other side is more skinny. So I tried on Discogs. I couldn't find what copy this was. So the next album I have is Rubber Soul. And this is the US version of it, so it's different from the UK in that the opening track is I've Just Seen a Face instead of Drive My Car, and there were some songs removed from it, so I think there's only like 11 tracks in here instead of the 14. And this is a mono copy. And here is the label. Here is a stereo version of Rubber Soul. There's kind of ring wear there, and then here's the back taped up. Here's the label. It's in this green label with the purple C there. So this stereo copy has a different, let me see. So for the track I'm Looking Through You, has a fa start. This is only apparent in the stereo copy, not the mono version. So yeah, this is like late 60s pressing. So the next album release was Yesterday and Today, and this is not a butcher cover. I did get this at the record store for $1. And yeah, the cover's not in the best shape. There's like splits on the bottom, on the side, and then up here. And yeah, you can't see Ringo's turtleneck, so this is not a butcher cover. Here's the back. And this is a mono copy. Here's the label. Yeah, it's a rainbow capital label. So here is the US Revolver. And this is a mono copy of it. It is taped up on the bottom and on the sides. And here's the back. It's like ring wear, and yeah, it's not completely black like it used to be. Here's the original inner sleeve, and here's the label. This is on the Capitol Rainbow label, and 3 tracks were removed from this, which was I'm Only Sleeping, And Your Bird Can't Sing, and Dr. Robert, which were released previously on Yesterday and Today. And I didn't find that out till I got this next copy. And this is my first Revolver, US Revolver that I got. And this is the early 70s pressing of it. It was a pretty good condition. Here's the back. Yeah, this one was released under the Apple label. And this is a stereo pressing of it. And yeah, it wasn't until I got this album that I realized the US and the UK versions were different. So after Revolver was released, Sgt. Pepper's was more or less the same as the UK version, except for the Inner Groove, which wasn't released until the US Rarities album. And then, yeah, once the Beatles made Apple Core, you know, the White Album and the albums that followed were basically the same. Now, in the late 60s, this album was released. And this is Hey Jude, or The Beatles Again. And let me remove the sleeve. Here's the cover. Someone wrote their name on it too, right there. The spine on the side is completely split. And here's the back. This was released under the Apple label. And that person's name is on the label too. Another thing is that Magical Mystery Tour was released under Capitol, but it's part of the Beatles canon now, so I don't really consider it US album anymore, since it's part of like the 13 main albums. So yeah, this is basically all the US Beatles albums I have so far in my collection. I am missing the Help album, but other than that, these are all the US albums I have so far. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and I hope to see you next time.